Welcome to John Boy's Radio and Electronics Workbench. Today we have a Cobra 29 menagerie. Sitting before you is 3 Cobra 29 LTD classics. They came to me in a box. Somebody said, "Here, would you like to have these for parts?" And I said, "Certainly." So he dropped them off and went his merry way. I did some work for him and he's gone. So this was about a month ago. What I'm planning on doing is trying to get at least one good one out of the 3. You can see there's different configurations. This is the newest one on the bottom here. It has a front panel, 4-pin. The other ones are the older side panel. Mic connectors. So I was going to do a little bit of a show and tell here before I started on this. The Cobra 29 is pretty unique and widely used in the trucking industry. I'm going to show you the original Cobra 29. Was this guy right here. I got the SAMs out so I could show you a picture of it because I don't have one. But this was a 23-channel crystal synthesis. It came out in 1974. That's when the SAMs came out. So I suspect this radio probably started selling within a year or two of the SAMs being published. These were really great radios. There's a picture of the inside of the Cobra 29, the original one. You can see it's a little bit different inside than the new renditions. I will show you the new one. That's the old one, and then the 29 GTL is where it all began. 29 GTL. And this design was the original design. If you're working on a 29 LTD or Classic or just the LTD Classic, all these radios have basically the same circuit board and alignment procedure is the same, plus or minus a few parts. And this is what they all look like, and they haven't changed from this design. The main board is relatively the same across time. So this one originally came out in 1978. This was the first 40-channel version of the unit. It's called the Cobra Model 29 GTL. And they made this one for a while before they still make these. You can still buy these new. So that's a radio that stood the test of time. These radios were the most used by truckers in the United States of any CB radio that was ever made. You've probably seen them in lots of movies. So I'm going to start here with pulling apart the first one. I've already got the covers off of it. Take these two, put them aside. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to have to do to get these working, but I think this one works. Yeah, crash. Let's see. It's out. Oh yeah, it doesn't look too good on the inside. It's got a lot of corrosion. Most of that will come off with alcohol. So we're going to start with that. Yep. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see. Let's disconnect the wires for the speaker. Speaker doesn't look too bad. Bottom cover doesn't look too bad. Oh yeah, ooh, we got some business in here. Look at this mess. Yeah, somebody broke all those out. Okay, we're gonna have to replace those right away. That'll be the first thing I do, is come in here and replace those. Let's get this wax out of here. Get this wax out. That looks okay. This looks terrible. I'm gonna have to find some, see if I can find some of those. They look like they are looks like almost 4 turns. I think I got those. I think I got a board with a couple of these on it. I'll start by pulling these out. If I can figure out where the that's probably it right there. Da-da-da. See if that was part of it. That one and that one, or that one and that one. There's one of them. Oh, okay, went the wrong way. It goes that way. Okay. Some little solder row here. Out there. And coil is this one here. Okay, we gotta get this other one here. Jerk that one out. See if I can see where it is. Yeah, it must be that guy right there. And you look away and you lost where you were. Just that quick. Yeah, there it is. It's gotta be this one here. So, add solder to get rid of solder. Hope that will. Get some tools in the way here. Out. And that one's out. Okay, I'm going to step away and see if I can't find a couple of pots. Okay, I'm back. I found me a donor carcass in the bin. Take those and toss them. See if we can get these out without too much trouble. I always start by putting a little bit of solder on these. Okay. There's one. This is a real old one here. I just put this one in the boneyard because it was so badly cosmetically crap that I just said, nah, we'll just use this for parts, and that's what they're for. I'll get these guys here. Oh, wrong ones. Oh, wrong guys. I'll try this again. Can't see anymore. I'm getting old. Just pull off the wrong ones and just keep sucking solder until you get to it. There it is. That's the one I want. Alright. And these are the exact ones too, so I probably won't have to do too much fiddling around to get them to work in the spot anymore. Don't see anything else in this board that looks like it's completely destroyed. Everything else looks like it's intact. Guess I'll find out when even D11 is intact. Huh. I'll be dadgummed. Okay, there's one. Yep, there's Uno. Could have just fired it up and seen if it worked, but I'd rather have these parts in there. Just put that cover there. Get some power. Hook to the test gear. Unit is on. Ooh, looks like we got a signal. A signal, yeah. Oh, looks like we got an issue with the oh, that'll be fun to change. I haven't done one of those for a while. Yep, I'm gonna have to pull this one apart and replace that too. Let's see if it works at least. Okay, microphone. God, everything's got a snag on everything. Okay, boo. Turn on the scope. Audio. Yep, looks good. Ooh, it's putting out a lot of power too. I'm gonna scoot that down a little bit. I know you can't see it, but I am going to. There we go. About 4.5 is where I want it. Audio. that's where we want to be for that guy. Let's do a quick frequency check. It's a little bit off there. I know you can't see the counter, but I'm going to bring the frequency up till it's dead on. There it is. That's that can right there next to the crystal. If you have a counter, you can do that. Okay, now getting all the way up. This one looks like it may benefit for some peeking and tweaking. Alright, let's see if we can get some more out of this thing. Yep, you can hear that. That one came way up. That one's pretty good. Oh! That one came up quite a bit. I like to listen because I can hear it. Hope it doesn't drive you too crazy. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. There it goes. And that one, I'm up a little bit. That one's real good there. IF gain here. Somebody always turns these all the way up. It's a dumb thing to do. So what I do is I set it about just less than half. There's no reason otherwise. It's just so noisy. The receiver gets so noisy you can't. It's irritating in the real world scenario. So there it is. The radio is now okay. Got S9 here. You can see it's a little bit high on the meter. See that? It's not reading S9 anymore. It's way low. Let's see if I can't find the signal meter. It's one of these guys. This guy is at the squelch. There it is. Okay. It's 900 microvolts. That's kind of where I put it. Let's see what the meter reads. Audio. And dynamic's all the way down. Let's see if we get some swingy there. Audio. It's looking pretty good. The RF should be dead key, just over half. I'm going to change that a little bit. Okay, what do we got next here? The RF meter. Just turn it down a little bit. All right. That's the squelch, that's right. That is the squelch. Tighten that up a bit. I like the squelch to work about S9 at half. So let's set it at half. And just barely, so you can hear it. Yep, there we go. It's kind of where I usually put it. Everybody does it according to the book. I just do it according to what works the best. Okay. Got pretty much all of that squared away. Audio, audio, audio. Let's do the transmit. Things really cold in here today. It's all stiff. Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, set that right where it's supposed to be. I had the wrong potentiometer. That's okay. Yep. Audio. Audio. 5 swinging 20. Pretty good. Audio. I think we'll take it. So this radio is good except for that. And that is a booger to change, I gotta tell you. So that's next on the things. We gotta change that. Change that is lots of fun. Start ripping and tearing her apart. Okay, I'm going to tear the knobs off of this thing and get the front panel off. You don't have to watch all that. It's, oh, here I skipped ahead a little bit. This is got the front panel off, and I got it to where I can get to that little guy. So I got to take the screws out and pull all that out without breaking anything. And I shall attempt to do that. And then we'll see if we can't remove that and replace the segment without too much. All right, we got her out and ready to take off. I'm going to show you how this amazing solder desoldering tool works. The compressor is going to kick on and make a bunch of noise. I will cut that out. But here we go. Here we have a brand spanky new one. I can turn that off now. This desoldering is over. So we got to put the new one on. Got this little plastic piece that has to come off of here. That I can get it off without breaking it. And now I got to make sure that we have the same polarity before I put this in. They come in two flavors. One's common anode and one's common cathode. So we got, looks good there. Yep, that's the replacement part for sure. If anybody was looking, I was looking at my tracker to see what the polarity was. And that goes on there. This goes over here where I don't lose it. Now we get to put this back on. This back on the it goes all the way on. Solder out. Tack two corners in. Let's turn this so I can get to it better. That's better. I like that. Yeah, it's bridged one. So always got to bridge one. Let's clean all that up. Looks like I missed one too. There we go. This one here. A little bit more solder on that one. Okay, I'm good. I think we're good. I need to plug power into it and see if it see if we got stuff that wakes. Doesn't look like there's nothing shorting out here anywhere. Okay, and we have, oh, this one still went out. That's weird. That's only thing that can be is a switch. This unit may end up being parts. Huh. Okay, we still got a problem. And that's I think that's a different one that was on there before. Okay, I ironed out that little snag. There we go. It had a bad trace here on the side. Wasn't making contact with the chip, so trace that out and put a big solder thingy on it. Now let's check all the channels. It looks like we're good to go. Now I just got to put it back together again without breaking it. Okay. Now the interesting thing about the way they designed this is that it's basically just it's basically just glued in here, which is kind of crazy. Kind of sits in there just like that. So if I can get some screws back in this switch part. Taking it apart is the easy part. Putting it back together is the hard part. I struggle with this kind of stuff. Sorry, I'm in the ray there. I can't see what I'm doing, but it's the only way I can get the screw in there. Okay. Okay. So this is the kind of stuff that you're looking forward to if you decide to come to do this kind of endeavor. These things just don't want to go back together again, I'm telling you. We'll just get the thing started. Make it like this. Nope. There, there's the method. Finally. Go in there. Okay. Goes like that. That goes like that. I'm going to get my filter here and try to put this in without breaking it. There it is. And it clips into place like that. Now we got to put the front panel back on. This was the fun part to get apart. It's just a wonderful design, you guys. You wonderful engineers. And I shall wrestle with this for a little while and get back when I'll take this off. Okay, I managed to get the front panel back together without breaking it, and it still works. All the segments are up and running. Okay. Put the side screws in where they go, wherever they have disappeared to. Now, how did those guys get lost? I'm pretty good at losing screws, I gotta tell you. Let me go chase down some more screws. Okay, found the screws I need. Put this back together. And another note for all you guys out there who like doing this stuff: don't over tighten these screws. They just have to be barely snug. They're not going anywhere. They're covered up by the covers of the radio, so they can't back out. Do not over tighten them. You just break the bezel, and then you got a mess. Alright. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I get the alcohol out here and clean this all up here. You can see this is kind of icky. I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of icky. I'm gonna take my alcohol dispenser here and just go over the whole board. Any flux that's not supposed to be on there, and most of this is just what happens when you have moisture that's dew and condenses inside the radio. It ends up being water blotchy spots, and then that usually fixes it. You don't have to do anything else. Just do that. And now I got to put the knobs back on. In fact, I think I'll clean the knobs before. I think I'll do some cleaning before I put this back together. That's what I think I'm gonna do. And then you don't need to watch that. I will get back to you when I'm done with that. Show you a couple of knobs that I cleaned a couple of knobs. I'll just show you a couple of them with the way I do it. It's kind of tedious, but I usually just spray some 409 down on the table and take some, just go over these things with a toothbrush. Just gooey them up. Do that the same way. Makes it look real nice. As long as there's no real bad spots on it. Come off. And then you just ragamuff them and go over them with the a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they come out looking just like new many times. And I do the same thing with the front panel. We just go over it with Q-tips and 409. Don't use anything else on them, and you'll be just fine. Okay, I got the knobs all back on it. See here? It's all nice and tidy. So all we had was this guy here was bad, and I replaced those two cans, those two inductors. One is there and one is there. Did a complete realignment, and it's peaked out. It says 5 watts swinging to 20. And let's see here. What's going on now? Got something else going on here. Okay. Okay, I cleaned all the switches. Gave them a little spray. Now it's all working. Audio. Everything's good. Let's do the spectral analysis real quick. And we have the usual parade of second harmonic and third harmonic. Doesn't look too bad though. Not seeing any spurs here, which I usually see on a lot of those radios, especially the field effect transistor ones. They have spurs in here. This one has a second harmonic. So the second harmonic here, the primary. This is the 20. This is channel 19. This is the second harmonic, and this is the third harmonic. And there's hardly any spurs here. Just a couple maybe. Audio, a little bit when I modulate. Audio. I got the mic gain down all the way though here. Audio. Okay, that's good. You can't see the modulation because I got the bandwidth set too high. But that's that part of it. All right. So this has been not too bad actually. That's one of 3. I don't know how the other ones are going to be, but most of them they're cosmetically pretty bad. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any work on them or not. I'll stand by for part 2 of this one. We'll see if I can get another one in here. We'll call this one part 1 maybe. And get her all together. So let me put the covers on here. Where is all the stuff laying around? I'm missing everything here. I gotta find it. There we go. There's the speaker. Speaker back on here. See if it works. I haven't even tried the speaker yet. Oh yeah. And we have crab legs. You betcha. And that's the tone from the signal generator saying, hey, we work. So we have a 29 LTD Classic. I still got to clean this cover off. I'm not sure I'm going to do with this. Might just go ahead and call it good. There's not much I can do. Not much I can do. I got most of the gunk off of it. But put the screws back in it, and if I can find my screw containers, see if I can find all that stuff. All right, so I think we got some screws here. I've got lots and lots of screws saved over the years. Then we'll put this thing on the air. See if it has a decent tone. This has a preset torque in it, so it stops when it gets to where it goes, and it just stops. I like it that way. Makes it easy and quick. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can get in the way of myself here and get all the switchy roonies going. Yeah. It's kind of, might have to get the hammer out for this guy. Get the hammer out for the top of that thing. It's got a little bit of an overhang. All right, and here we have I'll take the top cover off later and get the rubber hammer out, see if I can't get a little bit better shape out of it. I thought I had another case for one of these. I'm going to look around. Maybe I have another top cover for one of these. I can't use the ones from the other radios because they're side mount. They're older side mount. This is one of the newest ones. This one's almost fully restored. I still got to do some cabinet work. Do a little channel 6 Watergate.
action, so he can turn that antenna and talk anywhere he wants. Come on.
Yep, a lot of people would say that, and I'm one of them, this is the finest 40-channel AM mobile citizen band radio that was ever made. You just can't beat these. The noise rejection, the receive ears, their power output, they just are second to none. That's why they were so popular in this area. So, I guess that's about it. Yes, sir. And I hope you enjoyed my little tirade there. Placed a couple of parts, got this thing all up and working, and we're going to set it aside, and we'll probably try to get the other one going. The other one's going too, but that's going to be for another day. So thanks for watching. God bless. Hope you and yours are doing well today and tomorrow and throughout all time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.